everybody to Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you could be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. But this is season 8, episode A, B, C, D, E, F, episode 6. Episode 6, where we look, it's been a minute, so I had to count my fingers. But we on episode 6. We doing the alphabets of love. We breaking every letter of the alphabet. We did A, B, C, D, E. We on F tonight. And we gonna let y'all know what word we gonna use tonight to break down into relationships, and so y'all can understand it more. Can y'all need some help with it? We gonna break it down. But we gonna do the definition. We're gonna do the examples. We're gonna throw out some questions. We want y'all to participate. But like I always say, and I always ask, if y'all don't know your love language, man, you can take that love language quiz. It'll take about 5-10 minutes, depending on how fast you take it. Always go with your first mind, never your second mind, because your first mind is always right and true to your heart. But if you don't know them, they're quality time, words of affirmation, act of service, physical touch, and last but not least, because we own a platform that allows us to get gifted, we love gifts, receiving gifts. So that is the last of the love languages. And if you don't know those or feel that you don't know which one is your primary, I can send you the quiz. You can take it. You'll enjoy it. I'm telling you, it's amazing what you'll find out about your love language. But before we get into the show, I want to say this. Y'all make sure y'all keep y'all language clean and your hearts open, because this is Dear Cupid. So we finna bring up my wonderful co-host, even though she was on break last week. But we done fix that. She not taking no more breaks until next year. Yeah, she not doing no more breaks. I done talked to HR, and she not doing no more of those breaks. We missed her last week. So bring it up to the stage. Bring it up to the panel. We got Queen Bee vibes. Since you want to take breaks and stuff, about to fire her. What the hell? Oh my lord!
You don't gotta fire me. I'm gonna put in a 2-week notice. Matter of fact, forget a 2-week notice. You just gonna notice when I'm gone. You get on my nerves
You
so
can't go
bad.
nowhere. You stuck with me, god dog it.
No, you get on my nerves so bad. Listen, he talking. He had to count on his fingers. Be on F. That's 26 letters of the alphabet. That's a lot.
I'm gonna be like A B C D E F G H I J K L. Okay, I think we on MOOP or something like that, but we on F tonight.
This gonna be
So,
the difficult one right here. The Q. That's
oh
the
yeah,
difficult one. Right? This way
I
to get
like
the
that. I
Q.
like that chain. I need to get one of them too. I got a crystal around my neck, but I like that Q chain. Though. That mother kind of pressure. Okay, Queen, I see you. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the
All
love.
right. You already know what it is on what we do every night. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know what you got going on the app. When you come back to the app, your schedule, all that good stuff.
Ooh, Jesus, the pressure's up. Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm Queen Bee Vibes. I have been away from the app for a while now, but trying to get back into the groove of things. I do have an auction coming up October 7th. Leather and Lace Affair is going to be at my stream 10:20 p.m. Eastern time, okay? 9:20 for those that are in Central Time, all right? But once I get back into the groove of things, more than likely I'll be streaming Monday through Friday after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Just catch me in my stream. You can catch me in some of your favorite streamer streams. You can catch me in Cupid stream majority of the time. But whenever you do catch me, just catch a vibe, okay?
Yeah. She ain't gonna be in my life too much long. I'm about to kick off. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all fade Queen Bee vibes. She was also known as Virgo vibes for her birthday. And like I said, she wanted to take a birthday break, and she ain't authorized it with HR. And then it got to me at the last minute. Yeah, but I want to welcome everybody to Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. This is season 8, Alphabets of Love, where we break down each and every letter of the alphabet. We've started with A, now we on F, and I hope y'all enjoy yourself because we about to get into it. So Queen B, go ahead and break it down. You know how we do it every night. So the word we doing tonight. Anybody know an F word? No, not the word that you think in your mind right now. What F word do you think we're gonna talk about tonight? It has to incorporate with love, baby.
Yeah, because it ain't really
Y'all
no
better stop
Fuji way to
playing.
put that one into an F word.
Yeah. Okay, somebody hit the head on the
Faithful,
nail.
okay, we
Hello?
got faithful. All right. Look, ain't nobody else come up with an F word for love, huh?
Nobody
Except
nobody
those
come out
two.
with friction?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Focus. Focus. Okay.
Focus?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Not bad, not bad. This man said
Anything else?
friction.
Friendly?
Friendly.
Okay.
Why we into that?
Okay. Java like she the only one in the comments. Hello? I know y'all up in here. Forward? Okay, we just throwing out words now.
Yeah. That was on the list. That was on the list though. Forward. I'm not even gonna
It
lie. It
was?
was. Yeah, it was. I mean, 'cause
What?
trust me, I was really grasping. I couldn't.
Yeah,
That was kind
you
of
was going
tough.
down
Why
that.
not?
I said F words that incorporate love.
Right. Forward doesn't work. Being, upfront. That don't
Oh,
work
we
either.
doing football now. So we doing football. 5 yard penalty. We going forward. Okay, all right.
Okay, well, all of those are really good fighting.
Oh, now we not fighting. We're not fighting. We're not. I am a sensitive guy. I don't fight. I don't hit women. Hello. I do
Mhm.
not hit women
You better not.
unless you want.
You
Unless you want me to choke on you. Bite
know
you a
what?
little
Here
bit.
we go. But anyways, Queen and John, those are really good examples. Okay, even the fighting. But today our word is faithful. John got it right on the nail on the first try. I mean, it seemed like the
Yeah,
most obvious answer, right?
yeah. Nobody on this motherfucker. Yeah, but we're gonna get back into the show. I'm just saying, we finna dive in this word called faithful, and it ain't
Hmm.
just about like a lot of people don't know. Like being faithful ain't always about a relationship. You gotta be faithful to your friends, faithful to your family, faithful to God. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
You gotta be faithful.
Hmm.
Faithful. F
Yeah.
word today. Faithful. Faithful. I know you can spell faithful.
I'm not gonna play with him today. I'm not gonna play with him today.
All right. So Queen B, we finna go
Yes.
ahead and tackle this right here. Give me your definition of faithful. That you didn't look up. What you got there?
All right, I got a little something for faithful. So, my definition for faithful is to remain loyal and committed to a person or craft. Okay? Having trust that you and your partner will refrain from investing time and romance with others. And where most of your attention, love, and respect is directed toward each other.
Okay. All right. She got the Wikipedia one.
Yeah, you like that, huh? You like that? You like that? Yeah.
She went to Webster.
No, that was a little bit of Webster, Google, and Queen Bee vibe finesse in there. Okay, I
Okay.
had to swirl a little
Okay.
something in
Okay.
there.
So I'm finna go ahead and put.
Don't do that.
Okay. So you ready for the Cupid? The Cupid finesse. Cupid got to put that little yeah up in there.
Of
Um,
course, everybody be prepared. It's Leo
Cupid.
energy.
Man, y'all make sure y'all run them comments up, man. Put them emojis in the comments, man. Put y'all emojis in the comments. Y'all make sure y'all fade me and Queen B vibes. But we finna go ahead and tackle this definition of faithful. So faithfulness is commitment to someone or something. Faithfulness is especially valued in spouses and in sports. That's why I said it ain't just about relationships. When a married person is faithful, they stand by their spouse and don't cheat. Hold on, let me say that again. Even though I'm using married, let me change the word around for you. When a committed person is faithful. I'm gonna change the words around so I can make it, work for y'all. When a committed person is faithful, they stand by that person, that spouse, and don't cheat. You heard me? You don't cheat. You don't talk. You don't flirt. You don't cheat. Hello? Just because you say hey and she look good, that's cheating still. You in a relationship, fool. It goes both ways. Um,
Don't keep.
so basically, faithfulness refers to this quality of being faithful and loyal. Let me say it again. Faithfulness refers to the quality over quantity over quantity. I don't want many, I want one. Of being faithful and loyal. Like I always say when you come into my live, I just want you to be faithful and loyal to me. I want you to come over here, be consistent. If you show consistency in your relationship and communication and being faithful and loyal to that person, guess what? That's what you're gonna receive. You're gonna receive everything that you just dished out to the person that you're with. They're gonna appreciate you being faithful. They're gonna appreciate you being communicative. They're gonna appreciate you being loyal. They're gonna appreciate you being consistent because they're like, man, they consistent. I'm gonna have to step my game up. Let me go ahead and be consistent right back. You feel me? Man, y'all better stop playing. Like I said, faithful. A lot of y'all don't know. Like a lot of y'all be saying, "Oh, I'm faithful." Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna find out tonight. We're gonna find out tonight, guys.
We in church.
I'm just saying, cause y'all, I'm gonna say y'all, but I ain't talking about just y'all. I'm talking about everybody. People in the world today. They saying they faithful, but you over here got three boyfriends. One of them buy you food. The other one buy you clothes. The other one take you out to lunch. Like, I'm trying to figure out what we being faithful with, fellas. How we being faithful?
Maybe it's the
We got
practice they
multiple.
faithful to. Maybe it's a poly thing. Maybe it's the practice. I don't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all so y'all be in that poly stuff for real. Y'all really be in that poly stuff. I don't know. I like to have one. I don't like to share. I don't
Yeah,
like to
because I
share.
never
Cupid don't
understood
like to
that.
share.
How do you be
Like it,
faithful to
like
more than one
some,
equally?
but some people look at it as a financial thing. Like they look at it as you got um other people in a relationship, but it's not just a binded relationship far as intimacy and everything. It's a more of a financial relationship where we split the bills, we stay together, but we split the bills, but we still have our, relationship on the side. Yeah. I don't like it. Cause I'm like, what if I can't please one person at that one time, and I'm over here? I get tired. I gotta go to sleep. 15-minute break. Like
Right. I mean, I get that because when I think faithful, I think more emotional attachment wise. Because I feel like if you're just doing
yeah,
stuff for like finance or whatever, it's like a mental type of thing, like survival sort of instinct sort of thing. Because I
mm,
don't know, it's more like emotional to me being faithful. Because how can you really make faithful to more than one person? You might like one person better than the other, or feel somebody more
yeah,
romantically than another one.
yeah. Because a lot of people, like everybody's different. Some people take romance in a different way. Some take intimacy in a different fashion. Some people take communication in a different way. Like the way you communicate to one person, you can't communicate that way to that person. That person may be more materialistic. The other person may be more of face value doesn't matter as long as you spend time with that person. So everybody has their own way of showing each other how they faithful to each other, but it's just hard because you got to keep going back and forth. Like this person doing one thing, this person, that's like going on a date with five different women, and you got a gift for every last one of them, but you can't give them all the same gift. You can't do that, like, because what if one of them a friend and it'd be like, oh, guess what he got me? Oh, he got you the same thing he got me.
But just a different color.
Just a different color. Oh, mine's blue. Oh, mine's pink. No, that ain't gonna work. No. All right, so we're tackling the word faithful tonight. Again, this is Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you could be a guest answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. Like I said, this is season 8, Alphabets of Love, where we break down every single letter of the alphabet. Tonight, we're talking about faithful, being faithful in a relationship, being faithful to your friends, being faithful to your family, being faithful to God. Like, it's not just based around relationships, but we're going to tackle it in a relationship form. So basically, I'm going to break it down. For most relationships, being faithful means not having sex with other people. When you're in a relationship, don't do it. That's a no no. That's a
Mm-hmm.
young money. That's a young money, cash money no no. You hear
Numero uno, rule number one.
me? Like, okay, this is what I don't get. You want a relationship, but you want all everything else on the outside. You can't, like they say, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, well, you can't have one specific cake and then you want to try all the scoops of ice cream that come along with it. You can't do it. You no, you can't have no, you can't do it. So, number one thing, the most important thing about being faithful means not having sex with other people. It also means that you have to refrain from it. Hold on. It also means that you refrain from investing romantically in others. Stop being romantic to everybody. That is the person you with. Stop trying to do everything fancy and nice. Everybody, if that person if that person that you with ain't getting that romantic love and you're giving it out to somebody else, they gonna feel some type of way. They gonna figure it out. Know why? Because you're not doing it to them.
Mm-hmm.
This means that most of your attention, hello, hold on, I just finished just saying it. Most of your attention should be directed towards your partner. So if you being romantic to somebody else, you're not being faithful. Why are you in a relationship then? Go ahead and in a relationship. Stop trying to play the person that you with, saying that you rocking with them, you 100% in a relationship. No, you're not. That's one of the biggest downfalls when people get into a relationship and you break that person's heart. Now when they jump into another relationship with somebody and they gonna feel some type of way like, oh, this person ain't gonna be faithful, just like the person I was just with, because you showing the same signs like they just finished going through. And that's why you got to work on yourself first. Once you break out a relationship, don't jump into another one. Take the time to heal, because you jump into that mug and you understand that most people ain't faithful, and you jumping into that next relationship, you like, dang, this person's gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna go too deep in this relationship. Red flags, people. Red flags. If you see a yellow flag, that means caution. Red means danger. It means slow down. Stop. You know the red light.
Stop.
Green mean go. Yellow means slow down. It don't mean speed through the red light. No. That's where you get into accidents. I'm just saying. I'm breaking it down to y'all.
No
Like,
crash
y'all,
and burn. Dang.
I'm, bro. If you in a relationship with somebody, you talking about you faithful, but you out here driving up and down everybody's street, hollering at everybody that's down the corner. But when you see that green light turn yellow, now you're trying to hurry up and speed through that. But guess what? You're gonna crash and burn. You're gonna hit that red light. Somebody gonna rent. You gonna damage the relationship. I'm telling you, you better stop. I'm trying to put it in context for y'all. Stop trying to stop trying to be a player and slow down. Like, especially when you get up to age. Like, especially when for the people that's in their 30s. Stop trying to be a player. That's over with. When you was in your 20s, that's when you do your little player thing. When you get in your 30s, settle down, bro. Settle down, lady. Stop trying to be a hot girl all your life. You can't be a hot girl. Your knees gonna get weak.
You just took me out with that one. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, like, you over here trying to be making, but shit, them knees ain't making it. Stop. Like, slow down. Look, sometimes you gotta roll the window down and smell like, damn. Dang, I'm in a relationship. It's time for me to get right. Focus on being faithful. Stop trying to, holler at this dude and that dude just because your man ain't doing certain things. That's where you got to sit down and talk to him. Be open with that man. Be open with that woman,
Mhm.
fellas. because when you're open and actually communicating, that's where things work out. Now, if they don't want to listen, that's where you give them some type of ultimatum. Like, look, you ain't gonna listen to me. I'm gonna just go because there's no point for me to steady trying to better our relationship, but you're not listening. So that's the whole point. You got to communicate. We done talked about that too.
Mhm.
That was that C word, communication. You got to have
Yeah.
communication in a relationship. Understanding each other gonna build great. But it's gonna be trust, and I think we might hit teams. We're gonna talk about trust, but just gotta be faithful, y'all. Like I swear,
Mhm.
me getting in a relationship, I cut everything off. Everything. Don't talk to me.
Mhm.
I'm in a relationship. Hmm.
I'm glad you mentioned that too. Ladies, please listen to me. Stop going through that man phone.
Oh, that's yeah, yeah. Don't
Stop
do that.
going through his phone. You fishing. You're giving
You
him a reason to think that you may be doing wrong. And
fact.
also, men, do not give that woman a reason to even go through your phone. Because here's the thing, there's a matter of respect. They still have a life outside of the relationship. You have to have that trust within your partner that you all have each other's best interests at heart. Please do not go through that man's phone. You're going to find something that you've been looking for. And then what's going to happen when you don't find nothing?
Then you're gonna be looking
Mm.
like with that look on your face. Like, I'm sorry,
Stop
baby. I
going
didn't
through
mean. I
that
was just
man's
looking.
phone.
Okay, so you looking? Let me see your phone then. And then you'll be like, nah, I ain't got nothing in it.
You look real single.
That's what I'm saying. Gonna look real single. But like, stop trying to be stop trying to be controlling. That's one big thing in a relationship. People try to control the other person. You can't control somebody in a relationship. You can't. That before they was in a relationship, they was doing things before y'all even came to be together. Stop trying to tell them, oh, since we're in a relationship, we gotta do this together. We gotta do this. No, let them still have their life they was doing. They was going out with their friends, let them go out with their friends. Give them their space because if you smother them, guess what? They gonna find they gonna get tired of you. Then you're gonna be like, oh, you spending too much time around me. Then you gonna give them a reason to go out and try to do something else. Stop trying to smother them so much. Let them breathe. Let them do what they can do. Look, whatever happens in the dark comes to the light. That's automatically truth be told.
Exactly.
So if they doing something wrong, it's gonna come to the light. So don't stress yourself. Stop stressing
Hmm.
over dudes over here cheating on ladies. Stop stressing over women cheating fellas. Guess what? If they doing it, let them do it. Guess what? When you find out, you get that sense, that urge. Be like, look, let me tell you something. I'm seeing that you distant. We're gonna sit down and talk. I see that you kind of distant. I'm just letting you know. Talk to me. If you can't talk to me and let me know, and I find something out or something come to me, I'm gone. Period. Point blank. Period. I'm done. Like I'm not gonna stress myself because like the crazy thing is a lot of people don't understand the biggest cause for black men that cause them to die early is stress in a relationship.
Mm,
Stressing over a woman.
mm.
Ladies, stop stressing these dudes out. Stop. What they say? Stretch them out. Don't stress them out. Fellas, that's what you got to do. Stop moving. Stay in. I'm sorry.
Oh
I had to say
my
it.
God, you are in rare form.
Ah!
It's Cupid with the Q, not the C.
All right, y'all. Look, like I said, man, y'all are tuned in right now to Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. Man, this is season 8, episode 6. Letter F. We talking about being faithful, and we bringing it down. But this is the segment where this is the Ask Cupid segment where you get to ask me, Dear Cupid. Make sure you put Dear Cupid in the comments right before your question or your scenario, and I'm gonna answer. We're gonna tackle it. A little 1-2 step. And on Queen B, if you want to start it off so they'll know how it goes, put Dear Cupid with a Q, not a C. I'm telling you, the other person that's not me. It got to be a Q. But so The floor is open for the people if y'all want to ask me a question about the show, about anything that's going on. So make sure y'all, put that dear Cupid in front of them. Let's go.
All right, I'll start it off for y'all. She said not the Capri Sun. Yes, the Capri Sun. But all right, so dear Cupid, what do you feel is the reason that most men choose to cheat instead of just breaking things off?
Being comfortable with the woman, knowing that he has something, even if something doesn't work out with the person that he's messing with, he's always still have something to fall back on. But that's also a bad thing because you're hurting the woman that you're with once she find out. That's why most men do that.
Mm, I'm tangled with, we weave in this world. But so just basically just for security.
It's for security purpose. Same thing with a woman. Most women, if they're cheating, it's security purpose. Oh, I got this dude right here. He gonna take me out. And then I always got somebody at home, so I already know I got yeah with the yeah at the house. So, but I'm just saying you
Yeah.
should be secure with the person you with. But if that person not doing certain things that you expecting, and you're not getting it, that's what most things. That's what I'm saying. But I understand that let it go, but most people in their mind they gonna try to find it somewhere else because that's how most things start like that. If you're not talking, you're not feeding that person's love language, you're not giving that person the things that they're feeding in that relationship, they're gonna try to find it somewhere else. If you're not talking, if you're not giving that woman that affection or that man that affection, he gonna find it somewhere else. That's why they say you gotta talk, you gotta communicate. Stop slacking and start. Never mind.
I mean, that's very true. But then here's the thing. So this is your personal opinion. You feel that some men just decide to cheat instead of leaving because it's that security that they have with that same woman that they're with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that begs the question, like, where was the feelings at then, if that's the thing? Because
Okay.
in my head, if we're in a
So
relationship, I feel like there's some type of emotional connection there somewhere. So now
most
I feel like you're just with me just for that security. Again,
yeah.
don't be having your cake eaten too, not with me at least.
So most reasons most people go into the cheating phase is an emotional connection. Somebody like if you talking to somebody and they just hit a nerve or they say, "Oh, I feel the same way." That's an emotional connection. Once you get to that cheating phase, that's an emotional connection because somebody you talking to somebody and they just made you feel all warm and bubbly inside. You're like, "Oh man, I don't get that at home. I don't get that with the person I'm with." I've tried to tell them that I'm looking for something like that, but when you go out and find it, that's what causes people to cheat because you're not getting it at home. Emotional, that emotion is something serious. What we talking about? That emotion is something strong.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
man, especially when you mad at the person you with too. You mad and you go out and you go go to the club and get drunk. Oh, that emotion something serious. One night stand. Hello.
Yeah, you gonna be mad at me for a long time then because that tit for tat don't work with me at
That
all.
but that
That's
that's society what we live in right now though. That's what goes on. When you get mad, you don't want to talk about it. You want to move and go out and party and get drunk and you don't know what happened.
I'm sorry. My opinion is a little biased on that. I see that for the men, but when
Yeah, for the
women,
men.
of course, if
Yeah.
we cheat, it's definitely emotional. But when y'all cheating,
Oh, it's
y'all cheating with y'all little soldier when they get ready to start standing at attention. Like,
oh yeah, when I'm hot, I'm hot, Jeremy. All right.
you want to
Dear
see what I'm
Cupid.
talking about? It's all fun and games until you end up seeing your woman happy with somebody else because you decided not to talk about that incident that you was just so mad about, deciding to go outside and drink with your friends.
Okay, let's see what you say. Dear Cupid, what are the things you use to believe hold on, used to believe about love but no longer do? Um that I don't know.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I don't have no answer for that one.
What are things you
what are
used
the
to
things?
believe about love but no longer do? Uh, well, for me, I the so for me it's the reasoning, like the purpose of marriage. I feel like I used to believe in things like that, but for some reason I just don't know more because nobody cherishes it anymore. It's being one under God, but people just like to have the idea of being married, but now it's just like, oh wow, here's a divorce. We're not happy anymore. Like back in the day, people used to be able to talk things out. Marriage used to be able to work things out, but now it's just seem more like a trend instead of a sacred bond. Just
I'm
want
gonna
to throw
say
in everything.
one thing that I believe that when somebody tell you they love you, they don't really mean it like they really truly mean it. Like a lot of people throw the word out there just to get something from you.
And
That's
that's
how I look
sad
at it.
too.
Yeah, I didn't seen that. Like people, oh, I love you. I'm sorry, I love you. And all of a sudden, you going back to what you was doing.
Yeah, they just throw that word out like it's something to play with.
Yeah, dear Cupid, when was your last successful relationship in your opinion, and why did it end? Um, Man, it was a long time ago. And the only reason why it ended, um, she already had kids, and I wanted my own kids, so she didn't want kids anymore. That was kind of, we was together for 5 years. That was the crazy thing, and it was perfect. Not, I ain't gonna say perfect. It was the relationship that I really thought I was gonna last in, but we had our differences. We understood each other, and it wasn't bad blood at all. She was an older woman too. That's why I like older women. But that's why I say like age ain't number the number. It's your mindset. It's your mindset on how you go into a relationship. Because I was 23 and I stopped doing a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people was like, "Man, Q, you don't even go to clubs no more." I don't. I don't. I really don't. Um, when I was in a relationship, it was like I'm with her. I go out with my friends and stuff, but I'm going back home. She in the back of her mind, the crazy thing is she thought I was going out doing stuff with other people that I wasn't. I called her, let her know where I was going. I text her. It's not to keep tabs, it's just let them know, where I'm at. Like a lot of people look at it as when somebody asks you where you at and you're in a relationship, it's not to to show control or to know like where you at all. Like it's all if you at one club with your friends, let them know that you're going somewhere else. Is out of concern for your well being. So if something happened, they'll know where you at. You feel me? So
Mhm.
I'm like, that was a communication, but I did have a fault where I didn't communicate sometimes. But I was always home at a reasonable time. But we about to get back into the show. Like I said, this is Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. Sin, you ready? You ready? You want to do it? I'm asking for a friend.
You're
We
asking
we
for a
passed
friend.
that muffin. Sin, you ready? All right. We,
You
we,
ready?
we all right. We gonna keep going. You got to be ready at all times. I told you. All right. So we got we got 15 ways to be faithful in a relationship. I gotta always throw something in there, little curve, little loop. You hear me? All right. So how I'm gonna break it down? 15 ways to be faithful in a relationship. There are many ways that you can go about being faithful in a relationship, and here are 15 techniques that you can consider of yours. All right. Be honest. Number one. Be honest. One way one way revolving around how to be faithful is to be honest with your partner. If there are times that you need to be reassured or what you mean or to them or how do you feel about that person, all you gotta do is just be honest.
Mm.
Number two, have reasonable expectations. Stop setting your expectations so doggone high. Well, I be hating. I'm like, no, why y'all standing so high? I'm just saying. But to stay faithful in a calm down. Let me get to it. To stay faithful in a relationship, you have to ensure that you aren't expecting too much from your partner. For example, you shouldn't expect them to put their all into a relationship when you're not willing to. Hold on, let me say that again. You shouldn't expect them to put their all in a relationship if you're not doing it. Ding, 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 ding. Yahtzee. Number three, keep intimacy pregnant. Well, I'll say pregnant. Ooh. Keep intimacy present. intimacy is a large Intimacy is a large part of being faithful in a relationship. You try to get physical with your partner even when busy, there's less chance they will seek this type of closeness with another person. Hello? Keep it spicy, baby. Keep it spicy. You know?
Let me
Number
find out you
four.
got babies on the brain. He said pregnant.
number, number four, tell them how you feel. Loyalty in a relationship is likely something that your partner counts on. It would help if you told them when there is something off about you or an issue that you would like to work on with them. Hello? Communicate. Talk. Tell them how you feel. Number five, be kind. Even when you are being loyal or faithful in a relationship, this doesn't always mean that everything will always be blissful. But you need to always be kind to your partner, even when you don't feel like you want to. Ask them how their day going. Smile. Kiss them on the cheek. Tell them it's gonna be all right, even when you're having a bad day. Accept them. Number six,
Mm.
watch other relationships. If staying faithful to your mate is important, it may be necessary to watch how you interact with other people you know. When spending time with your partner, it isn't okay to text someone else the whole time or make plans with somebody else while you with your partner. I hate that. That's the biggest pet.
Facts.
I hate I hate when I'm with somebody in a relationship and they on their phone and I'm talking to them. What are you doing? Why you got your phone in your hand? I'm right here. Who you talking to? I don't like that. That's one thing I do. Not like if we go on a date and you got your phone in your hand, I'm leaving you right there. I don't care if I pick you up. You're gonna catch an Uber. I'm gonna leave you right there. I'm telling you, I don't like people when they on their phone. I don't be on my phone, don't be on yours. If you got an emergency, let me know. But other than that, put your phone down. All right.
That's what you say.
Number seven, control flirty behavior. When working on being loyal in a relationship, you must do what you can to control your flirty behavior. Everybody flirt. Your mate may not like when you are friendly to other people, especially if it seems like you are taking an interest in these individuals. So chill out.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Number eight, please don't take them for granted. Another tip on how to be loyal in a relationship is to ensure that you don't take your partner for granted. They likely do they likely do several things for you each day that you don't even think about. If they stop doing those things, consider how you would feel. So
That's
don't
one
take
of the
your
main
partner for
reasons why
granted.
I'm single right now. Taking me for granted.
All right, number nine, work out problems together. What I just finished saying, talk, sit down. Every couple may have problems that they have to work out at times, and you must do your best to compromise when you need. Where it is, compromise, compromise. You have to compromise. It's a relationship between two people. Y'all have two different mindsets. Y'all may have two different beliefs, but guess what? When y'all come together and put y'all minds together, somebody gonna be like, know what? Let's do it your way. Let's see how it works. Let's see. All right. Number 10. Think before you act. Y'all, boy, y'all some woo. Y'all act before you think. It can be challenging to
Guilty.
think about what I'm just saying. it can be challenging to think about what you will do before you do it. But when you're in a relationship, you have a responsibility to your partner. So you must think before you act. So if you're going out somewhere and you know you're not supposed to be wearing certain things and you know you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, let me tell you something. Don't wear it because you know you're going to attract certain eyes just because you want to look like hot girl summer for the weekend. Just to know you got a man at home. Fellas, I understand you want to be fresh and up to par. I understand, be careful on what you do, what you say, who you go with. Think before you act. Oh, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
with my home girl. No, you don't. Don't do it.
Don't
Number
stare too
11.
hard either. I see
Under
you watching her walking down the street. Don't watch
That's
too
what I'm
hard.
saying. Understand there would be lows. There will be times, especially in long-term relationships, when it seems like you haven't connected in a while and fall into your routines. However, there is no reason to get bored during these times. Hello? It would help if you still understood how to stay faithful and put in a little extra effort to do something special or spontaneous. Hello? I love being spontaneous. Oh man, I love it. It's amazing. Cook your mate a special dinner, plan a weekend getaway, do something just random. Man, that's the best thing about being in a relationship. I love just doing some random stuff. That's the biggest thing. Oh,
I
look at
feel
that.
bad for you,
We
Q, because you gonna end up being the
well,
one doing all the cooking.
you right, because I cook all the time. Bring it up to the stage. We got Sin. She finna grace us with her beautiful poetry.
Oh, mute me.
Hello, hello,
Yeah, I'm
hello.
about to hold on. I'm trying to make sure the internet's straight. You lagging.
Um, I think it's message. I'm good. You here? You hear me?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, we good. All right, go and introduce yourself. Let people know when you stream, what you got going on, and you got the flow.
All right. Hello, everyone. It's a blessing. Also, it's a blessing. So that's the wordplay that we got. I host poetry every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. What's the word? It's open to the public. We have two featured poets every week. So come hear some, come share some. It's open to the crowd, but just water and respect is the only requirement. But I'm hot right into it. Thank you for my roses. I want my roses while I'm here. Thank you. So I love love, but I've had times where love didn't love me. Or maybe I should have just looked at it differently. The love could have been real, but couldn't be delivered properly because the carrier wasn't healed. So the message and the way that it was decided to send it wasn't sealed. So it leaked. Not knowing how to express themselves because they only felt it made them weak. Never a definite answer on how or if it could be possibly sorry. Sorry. Never a definite answer on how if it could probably be solved. Rethink, rewind, try, fake apologies just to do it again, hoping for a better outcome, just to not even to get a win. So you start asking how, why, and when. Why not? Saying let time go. Waste of a new. Oh, hold on. My apologies. Waste if you knew you wasn't the one ready to hold that spot. That could have went a whole lot differently. Songs made, records played, so much put into it day after day. Finally woke up. Finally spoke up. Oh, it ain't so fun when the rabbits got the gun. Oh well. Because now you see how it feels. You could have been my Weezy. Well, I could have been your Weezy, but you wasn't ready to be my George. So I apologize for the mishap. Kind of caught me off guard. It's a whole new audience, but I do this every Wednesday. So excuse me for the mishap. Y'all can catch me on Wednesday at
Thank
9
you,
p.m. We gonna do it
Sin.
again.
All right, let's see what we got here. Y'all make sure y'all pay It's a Blessed Sin. I'm gonna talk to her later. Mhm. All right, we're gonna catch you later, Sin. All right. So let's get back into it. So number 12. Oh, hold on, Queen Bee. There we go. All right, number 12. Work on yourself. What I always said, work on yourself. Stop trying to get into a relationship and you're not ready. Work on yourself. Being faithful in a relationship also means working on yourself. If you know that you have traits that you may that may have you looking at other people or being flirtier than you should, you may not want to be in a relationship, right? Okay, let's go into number 13. Work on your relationship. Just because you get into a relationship don't mean that it's over with. You got to keep working. It's a job. I talked about this before. Employee of love. You clock in every morning. You don't clock out. You clock in every morning. This is what it says. You may be able to work on strengthening your relationship at the same time you are working on yourself. You can do it, but it's going to be a difficult challenge. Letting you know. You should be able to solve problems, work on solutions, and come together to do things. I'm just letting you know this. Some people, when they get into a relationship, they don't want nobody that's still trying to work on themselves. Sometimes they might be feel some type of like, look, I'm ready to get the ball moving. So you got to talk about this before you jump into a relationship with the person. If you're not ready for a relationship and they ready and you still working on yourself, give it some time. Don't jump into a relationship and you're not ready. Don't do that. That's bad.
Yep.
Knowing your partner's likes and dislikes and learning about them are ways you can think about being faithful in a relationship in this regard. Number 14, encourage each other. Do what you can to encourage your partner whenever there is an opportunity for you to do so. I'm like, if they are trying to get a new job, remind them of how talented they are. Don't always knock them down. Or when they having a bad day, pick up some ice cream, some pizza. Talk about it with them. Something. Don't always downplay. Like when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're not supposed to downplay the person you with. You're supposed to uplift the person you with.
Mhm. Yeah.
And this is how you could be helpful to show them that you're being loyal in a relationship. If you steady knocking somebody in a relationship, they're gonna be like, man, why am I in a relationship with this person? They steady knocking me down. All right, number 15, last but not least. Remember your commitment. You may think that being faithful in a relationship is something you have to work hard at, but it doesn't have to be. At the same time, you must remember your commitment to your partner, and if this is important to you, it's important to me because I'm just saying, being faithful in a relationship may be difficult or easy, depending on your character traits and how much you are willing to put into your bond with your mate. It's not hard. It may be hard for you because your character says, "Oh, I still want to be hot. I still want to be in the streets. I still want to talk to everybody around me, and not worry about how my spouse feels." That ain't gonna work. So that's the 15. Let me go back through. We got 15 ways you can be faithful in a relationship. Be honest. Have reasonable expectations. Keep intimacy present. Tell them how you feel. Be kind. Watch other relationships. Control flirty behavior. Please don't take your partner for granted. Work on
Mhm.
problems together. Think about, think before you act. Understand that there'll be love, like there'll be downtime. Work on yourself. Work on your relationship. Encourage each other, and remember your commitment. So, Queen B, what you got anything to elaborate on that? I said
Yeah.
anything you want to.
I was gonna add a 16 in there, but it kind of embodies everything that you said. Just acting on and knowing your partner's love language. Like I didn't realize how important knowing what their love language was until it actually came into effect with my friendships. Um,
Hmm.
but like the number 14 that you basically described, like that fit me too well because my love language, of course, is words of affirmation. A lot of people don't really express their feelings enough for that person, and then they really just want to know that, hey, they feel wanted, they feel like they're needed, they want that reassurance. It's one thing to act on it, but it's not a bad thing to let them know that too, because I didn't hear a lot of positive words growing up or even in previous relationships. I just had it in my mind thinking that, okay, yeah, they appreciate me, they love me, but I've been showed something completely different. So
Mm-hmm.
knowing and acting on your partner's love language is really important. Words of affirmation, gift giving, physical touch. I can't even remember all of them at the top of my head, but knowing those is really coming into play.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if y'all don't know y'all love language, all you gotta do is ask. I can see the quiz, you can take it. Man, you'll learn so much about what you're looking for in a relationship. A lot of people find out, oh, I'm not a person to really accept gifts. I may seem like I accept gifts, but I don't. So I'm more of a quality time type of person. Or I'm more of a active service where you do small little things to, make my day. Take my car and go put gas in it. Fellas, do it for the lady one time. I'm telling you, she'll be like, dang, I never had that before. Oh, if y'all got kids or whatever, or she got kids, man, let her rest and you can take the kid like you can take the kids, go school, go to the park, let her rest. Like, come on now. Do something where they'll feel appreciated or feel like, okay, I have somebody that's willing to step up and be that person I'm looking for in a relationship.
Mhm.
Take the initiative. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Oh man, I ain't man, my girl this girl. Nah. Talk to or ladies, talk to your man. Like I'm telling you, when a man finally open up to you, ladies, y'all better listen. I'm telling
You
you, when a
got him a
man open up to
lot.
you,
You got him a lot. Because men do not like expressing their feelings at all. They are men. Some of them don't like to be vulnerable.
I'm telling you, once we open up, oh, we gonna cry on your shoulder. Don't look at us as we weak. We a man. We carry so much on our shoulders. Y'all better take our downtime while we got it. Because when we get back up, we be like, man, I'm all right. I'm good. Yay. But I'm just saying though, like just
Mhm.
just make sure the relationship is what you want. Because if you're not ready for it, don't jump into it. But this one I want to add in the back of it. What makes somebody faithful? What makes somebody faithful? Queen B, what makes somebody faithful?
Well, what makes me faithful is just knowing that we have the trust and the loyalty between each other, knowing that we have each other's best interests at heart, knowing that we're able to work together and actually showing all of those characteristics. See, my three love languages, of course, is the words of affirmation. Mine is also quality time and physical touch. Those would keep
Mm,
me like sane. I like to feel like when you hug me that I'm secure. I feel safe. That's what keeps me faithful. Something that I'm not used to and that you're giving me and that makes me happy, that's what makes me faithful. There's no need for me to
okay.
look for it anywhere else.
All right. Let me throw in mine. It is a quality that encompasses loyalty, commitment, and steadfastness to a person or belief. To us, faithfulness is not about keeping promises, but also about trusting in God's promises and remaining steadfast in faith despite challenging circumstances. Like if God puts somebody in your life, trust and believe that that person is in there for a reason. Have faith that that person may be the one. Always remember that when somebody comes into your life, know that they're in your life for a reason. I'm not saying they're gonna be in your life all the time, but
Mm.
there's a reason why that person is in your life. It may be something that you got to go through, maybe uh something that you need to face and need a helping hand, a partner to just to be there. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't have so many people come into my life, and one of those people basically got me back on the right path and helped me understand what I needed to do. And the crazy thing is, it was it was very deep. I'm gonna tell you that now. It was deep because if it wasn't for that person to really talk to me and be in my corner, even though we had our back and forth on arguments and stuff, they put something in my mind to really set myself straight and get back on the right path. And ever since then, I'm good now. I didn't have no regrets. I didn't have no kind of problems. And like I said, people are put into your life for a reason to guide you, to help you. You don't know, they probably been through the same situation you was in. They just gotta understand it and trying to give you
Mhm.
enlightenment. So trust and believe. That's all you gotta do. Trust and believe. That's that faithfulness. You gotta look.
Yeah, let me give y'all my
But
quote before we decide to end
yeah,
everything. Skip me. But I felt like this was pretty fitting. Kindness and faithfulness keep a king safe. Let me say that one again. Kindness and faithfulness keep a king safe. Through your faith, his throne is made secure.
mm,
King
ah,
Solomon.
man, that sound like a good Leo. That sound like a Leo quote right there.
It was King Solomon, okay? Go read your Bible. Talk about a
Love to
Leo
put
quote.
that
Don't
over
know.
there.
It's that Leo energy. You know what? You have been in rare form all night for the full hour. I think I've had enough of you. I'm just kidding.
All right, man. Look, I appreciate everybody that came through tonight, man. This has been Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. We about to get into it. If y'all missed the previous shows, y'all can also catch my YouTube channel at Dear Cupid with a Q, not a C. I swear, you put a C, you're gonna find someone else that ain't me. But I appreciate everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and we're out of here.